6 months later, I see him in Europe and said, how is your love life?
Great. They just call me. They all want to date me.
Because that's your wish.
Now I have like 3 dates a week. They're fighting over me.
Well, that's a clip from the DVD The Secret, the latest success story in the world of self-help. The DVD and the book by the same name are making author Rhonda Byrne a lot of money, but not everyone is sold on The Secret. Some are calling it old-fashioned snake oil in a new package. Joining me now is Jerry Adler, senior editor at Newsweek, and best-selling author John Assaraf, who is featured in the DVD version of The Secret. Guys, thanks for being with us. Jerry, let me start off with you. What is your problem with The Secret? You wrote an article in Newsweek all about it.
Well, it's magical thinking, really, is the main thing. It tells you that you can control the world outside you just by your thoughts, and the universe will give you whatever you want. Most people would love to believe that, but most people give up believing it at about the age of 6.
What's wrong with believing that? What's wrong with the notion that, you know, you can be optimistic and change the course of events?
There's nothing wrong with believing that as long as you understand that events aren't going to change unless you take action yourself. One of the women in the film cures herself of cancer by visualizing herself healthy and not taking medical treatment. I don't think that's good medical advice, and I don't think it's good psychological advice for all the people who don't get cured of cancer.
John, what is new about The Secret? I mean, a lot of people are saying, look, this is just kind of the same old self-help stuff, just repackaged in a much clever way.
Well, I think, Anderson, the thing that's new about The Secret is there's a lot of new scientific evidence that's coming up now in quantum physics and in neuroscience that's really showing us that our thoughts do control the vibration of our body and every cell in our body. And we know that every thought has an electrical and a chemical balance to it as well. And so when you're thinking positive thoughts, you're actually emitting a frequency from your heart and your brain that through the law of resonance or frequency, you're attracting to it everything that resonates with that. And so we're dealing with science now, which is a lot better than what we had in the past, which was through the sages or the mystics of the time. And so we're dealing with a much better prepared information gathering that's happening through science.
John, is this really science or is this pseudoscience?
Well,
oh, sorry.
sorry.
John, what about it? I mean, that's what critics are saying. This is just basically kind of gobbledygook you're talking.
Well, I know right now, if you look at quantum physics, we've really been understanding quantum physics for just the last 50 years, so it's a relatively new science. And what it's pointing to, and I believe we're on the verge of a human breakthrough in our understanding, just like we have when we discovered the light bulb or when we discovered a lot of different things in our society, like the world isn't flat. So I think we're on the verge now of understanding the relativity between our thoughts and what we're attracting. So we're not clear exactly how it works, but we're also not clear as to how electricity works when we go and turn on the light switch, but we have light that works, and we all are grateful for that. So I think we're on the cusp, on the verge of understanding more today than we ever knew possible, and that's what science is doing for us, and that's really the take.
Jerry,
well, look, you know, the science gives us the scientific method, and if you want to prove that this is scientific, there's an easy way to do it. It's called a controlled experiment. Take 100 women with cancer and tell them to visualize themselves getting healthy and not to see a doctor, and then take another 100 women and give them medical treatment, and at the end of 3 years, let's see who does better. That's an experiment. And, and that'll tell you whether it's scientific or not.
Isn't there a danger, John, that if you are telling people, if this book is telling people that, you know, visualize your cancer away, someone's not going to go out and get medicine?
Well, no, I don't think that anybody should not go out and get medicine. I can tell you a story from my own personal life. When I was 21 years old, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, severe ulcerative colitis. I was taking 25 pills a day, I was taking cortisone shots, and I was doing betamisol enemas, if we want to be very, very clear. I started to visualize, I started to say affirmations, I started to write out that I am healthy, I started to eat properly, I started to exercise, and I took action, which is an integral part of making things happen. And with that, 5 weeks later, I didn't have to take any pills left. And that was really my introduction.